after showing now the MIG equipment of Trafimet, the Ergo Plus and the Ergo Fresh, I believe our audience is very excited about what did we do in plasma. Trafimet is known in the market for plasma torches for years. Now with the plasma torch, the PLUSCUT, we have a completely new product. There's no prior model, there's no product where it's based on, it's a completely new developed torch. So I would say it's our new flagship. It's our new flagship when it comes to plasma, and we are very proud of this torch. And you say, Ito, can you give us a first small overview about these torches?
Yes, of course, of course. These PLUSCUT torches are developed to the most demanding industrial and professional use. These are available on a amperage range of 45, 65, 85 and 105. And also we have this coaxial cable opinion and this cable set opinion. Later more on details. And for both solutions we have a 6-meter model and 12-meter model. Plenty of models for different kind of use. And all these PLUSCUT models has a pneumatic ignition, and those are for the machines without high frequency start.
Thank you, Ito, for this quick overview. But let's go really into details about the benefits of this torch and talk really about those. If we take the most obvious here, the design. So if I look here to my right to the Ergo Plus and then have a look at the PLUSCUT torch, it looks it looks similar. So can we say that we took the same design idea and brought it also to the PLUSCUT torch?
Yes, we definitely can say that there is the same design leaders on a PLUSCUT. The handle material is a 2-component, and it's a anti-slip rubber material. With this anti-slip surface, you can have a firm grip, whatever position you are using the PLUSCUT torch.
So we also followed here the design to follow with the handle, the natural position of the hand to lock this torch, as we know from the prior picture with the axe. We see it here again. So also here, the torch is locked to my hand with this triangle shape. So really precise cutting control and no bad surprises, right?
Exactly. And as you can see here, the triangular shape, even without watching, you know that what you are doing, what you are heading, where you are heading with the torch. The human hand position has been the design leader also on this.
Very good.
And
so, yeah.
To be honest, I have to say that this handle design is patented. So we can say with such a proud feelings that none of competitors has the same kind of handle.
This is, I think, very good. So, and gives us our customers and really a good feeling about this torch. So, having the torch in my hand and talking about cutting. If we talk about cutting, the trigger has an important role if it comes to cutting. So, can you tell us a little bit more about what trigger solution do we have here in the PLUSCUT torch?
Yes, I can tell you. On a trigger, first you can see we have this safety trigger. Safety trigger is required by safety standards of plasma cutting torch. It works like pulling a safety lip away, and then you can press the trigger.
So without putting it away, I cannot start the cutting, right?
Yes, exactly. It doesn't move without pulling it away. And on the inside of the handle, there is a same kind of micro switch trigger, what is used also on Ergo Plus and Ergo Fresh. So it's well sealed with the IP67 protection, and all the contact points are really precise. And on the designing point of view, it's made pretty well because even after few clickings, I can recognize where is the actual contact point of the trigger. Mm-hmm. You know, when I'm starting the cutting, I don't have to wait that when it's starting and when it doesn't start. I know it after few tries where is the contact point.
Very interesting. I had this torch on my handle and I I saw here some, I don't know how to call them. I call them knobs. We have here 2 knobs on this trigger.
Let's call them knobs.
Let's call them knobs. So what are these? Why did we put them here? What are the purpose of these small knobs?
Can I show you an example?
Please.
Okay. If you're having this torch on your hand and on a cutting position, for example, if you are reaching a little bit far away and pulling the trigger.
At the end of the trigger.
At the end of the trigger, exactly. Without those knobs, you could quite easily slip your finger away from the trigger, especially with the cutting claw or welding claw what you are using. But because we have these knobs, we have really precise control for the trigger, and even on difficult positions, I can make sure that I have a contact with the trigger.
Yeah,
please try that reaching.
So sometimes it's really the small things which makes it really the difference.
Yes, that's
so
right.
So really, if I only put it here, though slippery, I have really control of the torch. This is very good. So hearing what you all saying, again, we can say that we put enormous efforts in the ergonomic in the torch, so we can provide a really comfortable job, comfortable work for our workers and cutters doing the job, right?
And that kind of small details makes the combination on a good product.
So very well thought product. So talking about well thought, in the beginning you said we have 2 different cable sets, coaxial cable and cable set. Let's go to this. Why do we have 2 cables? For what?
Yeah. For the beginning, I have to say that we have to provide solution for every kind of customer. This coaxial cable is better known from markets already. Most of the plasma torches have this coaxial cable, and it has a lot of users who appreciate and wants to have it. It's the best solution on a situation on a harsh environment where for example forklifts are driving around, and when you got the scratches against the corner, it's really durable and well protected.
So forklift, I can drive around my cable. I take the coaxial cable because I feel a harsh environment. I take the really robust one.
Yes, exactly. But on the other hand, it's not the most flexible solution on the markets. But for that kind of need, we have our cable set opinion. On a cable set, the biggest benefits are exactly on the flexibility. Have a look this.
Yeah, this is really flexible.
Yeah, it's from
the coaxial cable.
It's from the other world comparing the coaxial cable.
Also here with the leather for the first 50, 60, 70
right.
centimeters, we have a leather protection to make it even more flexible and nice, protected. So yeah, I can feel it's much more flexible.
And in durable point of view, I can say that both opinions are tested with a robot arm with a multiple circles. Yes, okay. Yes, and they are both durable for the bending, for the rough use, but different type of use.
So I take this torch. Probably, if I need more flexibility, let's say I need to do more guided cutting, right?
Yeah.
So then I take this flexible solution and a little spoiler alarm already here for mechanized or automated cutting. High flexibility is needed, so be excited what's coming next year. But let's go back to this torch. I also can see that we have here a ball joint which supports the whole flexibility of the torch. So this, I believe, makes the torch even much more flexible, which we don't have on the coaxial cable solution, where we have a spring solution.
Yeah, that's right.
It's a protection there.
Steel spring solution. I can give you an example nearby our workpiece. For example, if I have a cutting position like that, I can reach really difficult cutting positions, and I can rotate it once and without no big affection over there because of the ball joint and the hose package system. And it's also flexible, not flexible, but slides smoothly over the corners. So no problems also in that point of view.
So with the ball joint in the leather, it's also very easy for customers to identify which torch do I have or which torch do I want. So The corkside cable with a spring is easy to identify, and here the cable set with a ball joint and the leather in the first centimeters or meter of the torch, so you really easy identify which torch is what. I think that's a very good idea. But now we talked a lot about these ergonomic features and these great ideas and the patent and handle. Let's talk about performance. Let's talk about results.
Yes.
So, and if we talk about performance and if we talk about results of the cutting, we need to talk about consumables. Consumables are very important and crucial to reach a perfect cutting. So, what did we do regarding consumables and also the lifetime of consumables with the PLUSCUT torch?
Yeah, we have done a lot, I have to say. A lot of studies and research are made for the consumables to provide most precise manufactured consumable parts and with the highest tolerances. And this torch head is also patented, as well as the handle. And with Trafimet airflow technology, we can provide high quality cutting results and with the high cooling efficiency and with long lifetime consumables.
So these are a lot of words and sounds, everything great. But let's go a little bit more into detailed. What means patented? Why is it patented the torch neck, and what is different? Trafimet airflow. What is behind all that? Let's go into detail.
As you see from the section cut photo, everything this happens inside of this copper part. There in the middle there is blue arrows for cooling the electrode. It's separate from each other from other air channels. And then there is red arrows, which is a primary airflow. It makes a few circles and comes out from the hole at the end of cutting nozzle. And then there is yellow arrows, which is a secondary airflow, which comes also on its own air channel and comes out from the end of the cutting nozzle.
So do I get it right if I say that we separate the cooling channel for the electrode in one channel, and then we have two channels for the airflow for the cutting? Is this right?
Yes, exactly, and all of those are separate from each other.
So 3 separate channels and separate cooling of the electrode.
Yeah. The cooling air of the electrode has a separate part from primary plasma airflow. We did this to not affect the primary cutting airflow by the cooling airflow. In the most other solutions, cooling air and primary cutting air are using same channel. If using same channel, the airflow can be affected by the heat of the striking area. With our new design, we keep the plasma arc much more stable on cutting tip channel. Thus, we can provide much more longer lifetime of the consumables.
This sounds very interesting, especially the airflow. Can we have a closer look at the airflow? And you mentioned already earlier that we put a lot of studies and research into this airflow and into these patented neck. Can we maybe mention one institute with whom we work together to really create this great result? Is there somebody behind also supporting us and working together with us?
Yes, definitely there is somebody behind us. We have developed this in a collaboration with Bologna University in Italian, and they have a special plasma team in Bologna University because plasma is born in Bologna University, and they have a highest technology inside the university, and we have used also a lot of their experience when reaching these best possible cutting results. And a little bit more details on that point of view. I already mentioned that there is separate channels for different airflows. But on this photo, which is provided by Bologna University, you can see the laminarity and turbulence on the airflow. On this photo, laminar airflow is marked by blue, and turbulence is marked by red. So from the photo, you can see that on a plasma arc, we don't have a turbulence at all. All those turbulence are coming away before, and with the best possible measurements on our air channels, the airflow is fully laminar. Fully laminar over there. And I'm pretty sure that next you are asking why it must be laminar. I can tell you before you ask it.
You can read my mind, so perfect, please.
Yeah, well, for the basics of plasma cutting, when I'm cutting, I'm melting a metal with plasma arc, and then I have the airflow to blow this melted metal away. And of course, you can imagine if you blow melted metal away with the basic pneumatic air, the surface is really rough. But when we have a plasma torch with the circle on airflow and with the secondary direct airflow, we will have a best possible cutting results. And the airflow is so smooth and laminar, so then we can reach good cutting quality.
So can we say as a conclusion that the PLUSCUT torch ahead is very well balanced to avoid and designed to avoid any turbulences on the arc,
Exactly.
right, on the plasma arc. And the optimized airflow is also optimizing the cooling of the consumables. Is this right? Do I get it right?
Exactly.
So
which increases the lifetime.
This increased lifetime of consumables. And talking about increasing lifetime of consumables, saving costs, these claims are very often here in the market, so longer lifetime, cost savings. Do we have any proof? Did we do any tests? Did we do anything to really have data to prove our claims here, to prove our facts? Did we do something that we really can say, yes, this approach, this neck, these consumables are better?
Yes, we have made a comparison between our competitor. And here you can see the results of that comparison. This comparison is made by 20 seconds manual cutting after each others. 20 seconds always, 20 seconds with the same setup for both brands. And for the results, you can see that with PLUSCUT we have done 288 cuttings with one consumable set on an amperage level 105. And with the competitor torch, we have done a little bit more than 200 cuttings with the one consumable set. And on a level 85 amperage with PLUSCUT, we have done 404 cuttings with the one consumable set. And there you can see also competitor results which not on the same level at all. So we can say it clearly that our consumable lifetime is way longer than what competitors have.
Okay, two things to be fair. We need also to mention, of course, that the machine needs to support the torch. So we can give the performance of our torch, but the machine needs to follow. And you said it, we did it with a manual cutting. If we would probably do it on a mechanized cutting, the numbers would be even higher. So, but this is our result, what we get, and we can very openly show what we did and how we do it here to our customers. So, Eto, we talk now a lot about the consumables, and consumables is really important for our customers with a longer lifetime to saving costs and have less consumables. This is one important fact on the one hand. On the other hand, if you're talking about plasma cutting, we need speed. We need speed to increase our productivity. Our customer needs speed really also to save the cost from a production point of view, productivity point of view. And I know that it is always very difficult to develop a torch, on the one hand having the long lifetime of the consumables, but on the other hand then really reaching the speed our customers need. This is a really fine balance. So what did we do about the speed? So what did we do about the speed, and how is our torch performing with the speed?
Yes, this balance between speed and consumable lifetime is also recognized on our R&D work. When we are talking about clean cut, we have a standard speed 0.25 meters per minute, and if we are talking about clean cut, we have to reach good quality cutting results. And with PLUSCUT, we have done it for 10 millimeter plate for the 45 amperage 12 millimeter plate with the 65 amperage 30 millimeter plate with 85 amperage 35 millimeter plate with 105 amperage. We have reached clean cut results. And the severance cut is another topic. It's a kind of okay cutting quality, but nothing like a clean cut. With severance cut, we have reached the 50 millimeter material on the highest point.
So can we maybe a little bit explain what does clean cut a little bit more? Are there any data or norms which we need to reach to say that hey, we got a clean cut?
Yes, that's right. We are talking about clean cut if RA number is smaller than 3. Then it's high quality clean cut. And always when we are measuring these cutting qualities, we have to use 0.25 meters per minute. And here you can see from the photo the results what we have reached. There is a RA 1.2, RA 1.9, so we are on pretty high level.
On the maximum thickness, 35 millimeters, right?
Yes, that's right, exactly.
So very impressive results.
Yeah.
And I think we've also a video which we can show here to also let customers see about the cutting results.
Yes.
Okay, coming to the end now. In the back, we have really some other photos, pictures that we want to show to our audience, also with 40 millimeters here with a nice cut. It was all impressive what we showed here, and in the end, our customers need to test the torch and make their own mind. I think that's the best way how we can convince them and show them about the new quality about this PLUSCUT torch. I think it was very impressive, and now coming to the end, I really need to say that we really found the balance between a torch which provides a long lifetime of the consumables and also providing the needed cutting speed our customers need for doing a good job. So I think well done here, and as I said at the beginning, this is our new flagship. We are very proud of it. We did it in a very good cooperation with the University of Bologna, and we can really say made in Italy torch, made in Italy consumables, same for here, made in Italy. So I think the new products are really something which we are really proud and cannot wait that you guys test them outside there.
Keep it on mind, PLUSCUT.
Yeah.